Perfect. So holidays are approaching and we always like eat a lot during the holidays. So last couple of years I've been doing some observations and everybody is like, the holidays, I always put a few pounds and stuff. And people always kind of like it's nice to eat things. So what I came up with is that I looked at people and there are usually different types of people, right? So what I did is that I actually categorized based on the eating behavior and the personality. So, and then I came up with like, who you are is in terms of the personality and how you act. And you will see these people in your families, in your friend groups. It's going to be so much fun. So, and then you can identify which one are you relating to, and then decide whether, these tips, apply these tips so that you could just, go through the holidays in a happy and healthy way. Are we ready? Yes. Okay. So what I came up is that just like I said, we have got kind of personalities and eating habits and stuff. So I look at over the years when I go to these like the family dinners and the Thanksgiving and Christmas. So there's always one person that I call them stretchy pants. So they're ready to go. Okay, so that's one of my observation. Like, let's say holiday people. Let's call it holiday people. Okay. By the way, we don't mean any harm or an insult to anyone. I'm speaking with all the love and the knowledge and with all the good intentions. Okay, so we're all friends in here. The second person is that I came because I had to. All right, so that's the person we're going to go through, but you can always name it in your mind right now. And then the third part is the pleaser. So we're going to go through. It's always very pleasant and everything. Oh, I think we've got a couple of people coming in too. And then the fifth person that I have on my category is that the Mr. Healthy, Mr. or Mrs. Healthy, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go through to see which one is, which one is you and what are the things that you can do. By the way, if you're just joining now, welcome. We are doing the Eat What You Want guilt-free this holiday season. This is based on my observation and experience over the years of like what type do you fit in that you see yourself close to. And then just follow the tips and the tricks that I am teaching you, and then have a happy, healthy holiday. And we talked about like the personalities. One is like stretchy pants. The other one is that I came because I had to, and the other one is called pleaser, and the other one of them is called don't look at me, and the last one is Mr. and Mrs. Healthy. So let's go through each one of them to see which one do you relate to. And also think about that, who do you know that could be one of these personalities, right? So the first one is the stretchy pants. So we all have got friends or family members. They just like weird things. I'm ready to eat. So they don't eat all day. They wait to the Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. So these stretchy pants are usually, they go all out. I'm gonna eat everything. I've been waiting for this moment. And then they go like, what diet? Who cares? It's Christmas, it's holidays. And then, it's like, it's a special occasion. I was like, oh, I want to try all of these. So those are the people, usually I call them stretchy pants. Okay. And then these stretchy pants are, so these are my tips for the stretchy pants to eat guilt-free this holiday season. So I have got a couple tips. So one of them is that if you're going to eat and everything, right? So because you're ready, you got your is it called like spandex? No, not spandex, a different one. That the sweatpants that is flexible. So choose wisely. Instead of like, for example, just sample a little bit of everything. You may like something so much, but just get a little bit, and then, get one part, like instead of eating like an all dessert, just get a little bit of each one of them. Just be picky, right? And then skip the bread. Really, you eat bread all the time. Just skip the bread. Go for the protein and the vegetables. So, and then make room for things that you like more rather than bread. I mean, I like bread, okay? So I'm not saying don't eat it, but just choose your options wisely, right? For example, I may skip alcohol and go for the desserts. and it could be other way around. So, but I still would enjoy it. Okay. The second part is you may not like this, but trust me, if you want to be guilt-free next day, you want to walk and breathe. So skip the seconds. Okay. So don't take time to enjoy your food. It takes about 20, like at least 20 minutes to get those signals, full signals to your brain. So you're eating, you're actually really full, but you're filling up more. So if you choose wisely, take your time eating it. You may not even need to go for the seconds. Okay, stretchy pants. And then the third part is that this is always happens. Oh, there's so much food. Take some with you. I do that when I do parties because I don't want that food in my house. So I give it to my guests and say, hey, here's your packet. If you go somewhere else, don't take food unless if it is vegetables, it's something that would enhance your health. Okay, so you already had it, you already enjoy it. My recommendation is that, you know what, I am good. Like Ashley, that was a very nice dinner. Thank you so much. I'm good, right? So if I'm the guest, so I won't get the leftover. And if you're the host, make sure you've got like a lot of containers so you can give it to them, stuffing and stuff. Let them take it, okay? So that would be my stretchy pants. Eat that. Stretchy pants, guilt-free eating tips. Are we good? All right. Again, I'm saying all of these with love. No harm is intended. No, don't take any offense to it. Oh my God, just enjoy and share. So the next part, oh my God, you're gonna love this. Okay, so this is my yes, this is my love. Our founder, our like one and only, my Lincoln Wallace, our founder of Wallace Fitness, former world champion. It's just so good. So you may not believe it, but Lincoln actually has a social anxiety. That means he doesn't really, of course, he enjoys seeing you guys and stuff, but like at the beginning, he just doesn't feel as comfortable. So I named those people as like I came because I had to, because I drag him with me. Come on, people want to see you. It's like, I do too, but it's like, but once he's there, he's all good, he's happy. But let's think about, the I came because I had to people. So they usually like are not as comfortable with a lot of people around. And especially if it is a family thing, it might get a little different too. I understand like some families get along, some families don't get along. I see in the movies and stuff. So, and then he says, I'll come, but the food better be worth it. Okay, this may not really apply to this may not really apply to all like I came because I had to people, but at least it gives them a little bit of things like, well, since I'm coming, the food better be good. Okay, and that they won't stay all the time. They usually want to just leave sooner, and that's kind of like I came because I had to people. Lincoln, I love you. Mwah. He doesn't know I do this, but I'm sure he's gonna hear it from you, and he's gonna say, why did you put my picture? Because you are real. Okay, so the people who are like I came because I had to guilt-free tips is that avoid stress eating, right? Because I'm sorry, I'm just gonna pull the curtain a little bit. I have got a wonderful, beautiful office here, but it's got big windows. But when it comes to the, the sun comes in, it's hard to. Anyways, going back to, so I came because I had to. Usually they're stressed because they've got social anxiety. So for that one, I would recommend that, watch overeating, like you're eating, so you don't have to talk, right? So just avoid stress eating, eat slowly and stuff, and then keep yourself busy. So this is a really, really good tip because if you help the host, you only have to talk with one person. And then also keeping you busy and then interacting that way, it will make you feel good as well, rather than just by on your own corner. So if you keep, and then you will find a person to connect, just take the plates out or ask them, hey, do you want some more water? Most likely people will be drinking, but in my case, it will be water. So keep yourself busy. So in that way, it will distract your anxiety, right? Very good. If you guys have any questions, you can raise your hands and we can discuss that through as well. Or if you guys anything to add, just please unmute yourself and then I would love to hear from you as well. Okay, is it all doing okay so far? All right. Did you guys start thinking about a couple people that you already know fits in? Right, Ashley? Cool. Excellent. Very good. All right. The next one is the pleaser. We all have this pleaser in our lives, and the pleasers are pleasing everybody else, but then it doesn't work for them when they do what they do to help people around them happy. So pleasers usually know the importance of healthy living, right? But they want to be part of the group, like I am kind of one of those pleasers. Like I don't drink, so I don't drink. I do drink, but I don't drink excessively all the time. But like I go and I get, okay, I'll get 1 glass of wine, but doesn't matter if they finish the whole bottle or different drinks. I'm just going to stick with one because I feel comfortable. That's okay for me, right? So just set your limits. I'm still part of it, but I'm drinking that wine the whole night. So it's just lingering in my head. That's just an example, right? When I still feel like I'm not, I'm not the party pooper, I'm part of the thing. And they don't want to offend anyone. Like this happens to me a lot too. I go like stuffing. I really don't like stuffing. I'm sorry. But but I had to try just a little bit so that they are happy because they worked so hard to cook that for us, right? So I don't see any harm of just trying just to make it's more for the other people. But then again, don't be complete pleasers. So let's see what we can do if we are a pleaser or if you know someone who is a pleaser. Okay, so these are my pleaser guilt-free eating tips. And this one is a number one, is it make yourself priority, okay? So you work so hard to be healthy, right? So you eat certain things, you work out certain, you may not be 100% fit, but at least you are working towards it, and you want to, you want to keep what you're doing, but still want to be part of the group. So despite other food choices, you stick with the healthy ones that you choose, but you're still going to be part of the group, right? So instead of like, let's say the stuffing, choose the beans or the salad or other things, or just get a little bit of the stuffing, right? So, but make yourself priority. You don't need to, people are not going to be upset with you because you are taking care of yourself, yet still being respectful and appreciative to their cooking, right? So that's one thing. And then the other part is that say gracefully no. I say gracefully because it's so difficult for pleaser to say no, right? It's like you don't want to offend because they cook all day and da 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 da. But you can't just say, you can't just say, oh, I am so full, thank you so much. And if it doesn't work, because I'm from Turkey, so we serve a lot of food and people kind of has to eat it, because if you don't eat it, it's taken as like, oh, my food is not good enough for you, or like I cooked all day, so we take offense to it. So if you got people like that, friends or family members, just I'm so full, thank you so much, in your own way, of course. And then it's just like, if they insist, then this is what I do. I'll say, okay, I'll just get a little bit, just a little bit, and get a little bit, and then taste it. I cannot give you advice what to say after you taste because I don't like to lie. but you say, oh, thank you. That would be it if it's not good. But anyways, the point is that pleasers are still part of the feeling, part of the group, still feeling their family, the dinner thing, yet still keeping with their healthy ways and keeping their relationship, right? Right? Any questions or any comments? Ashley, do you want to say something?
It's good. That's a very polite way. Because you're gonna hear, oh, come on, it's Thanksgiving, we're supposed to eat. I don't care if you're full. We're in America. You got to keep eating. And so that's a really good tip. Just a little. Just take okay, I'll just try a little bit. Just try it. Yeah. Worst thing that'll happen is it just stays on your plate the rest of the night.
Exactly. That's very nice. And then you kind of like honor your friend or family member, and you'd still honor yourself, but like Lincoln says, we only have one body. And then, you got it, your body is your temple. So you still think, but still, yeah, cool. Thank you, Ashley.
I'm finding that there are things in all of these so far that I'm going to use. I've been taking screenshots like crazy.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm going to record this one. And if you guys are, you can share it. And I'm thinking about maybe do again in December, so you can invite people too. Absolutely. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Linda. Okay. Let's go to the next one. don't look at me. Oh, this is not very common, but this also happens too. So this one is like this person feels like everybody's watching them, like, oh, whatever, like everybody's looking what I'm eating, and then you pressure to keep up, and then like it's kind of like feeling social awkwardness. This is kind of similar to the like I came because I had to, but this one is a little bit different in a sense that like this person feels really a lot of pressure and feels like everybody is looking at them. I kind of feel like sometimes I'm the opposite when I go to the events. Like people usually say, oh, I don't normally eat this and stuff. Like you don't need to explain anything to me. And if you ever need to explain anything to your trainer or the person who's taking care of you outside of what you do, and then you feel guilty, then it might not be a good and healthy relationship, right? So you're going to eat whatever you want to eat. You're going to drink whatever you want to drink. But at Wallace Fitness, we are not your food police, but we are here to work with you because you are human. We work with your mind and your habits, that you don't get to drink like 20 glasses of wine anymore. Just one or two would be enough, or you don't need to get the second and third anymore. It will be so be less. And we see these success stories afterward. But this one's like sometimes like, you know, everybody's looking at me and judging me what I eat, that kind of thing. So these like the don't look at me people are like that, the size matters. So this also like use a small plate. Like if you're like eating a lot and you're slightly larger person, that you feel like everybody's looking at you and then judging you with what you eat. So for that one, my recommendation is that, well, help yourself first. Get a smaller plate, get a dessert plate. They usually have got big plates and then dessert plates, that you get a dessert plate. So it's smaller, but you can fill it up, but it still will be smaller than the big plate. So, and then don't create a mountain, okay? So no mountain, just eat it. And then again, the same thing, say, it's okay to say no, right? Just say, I'm full, thank you so much. And others are busy eating. They're not watching you. Don't worry that everybody's watching you. Nobody's watching you. Everybody's on their own on plates, right? Makes sense? Awesome. All right, this one is that Mr. or Mrs. Healthy. So every family has this. Oh, I don't eat gluten. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat fish, but I eat salmon. And like, so, or like they just like, oh, I cannot have this. I cannot have this, which is fine. If you are one of those, you can still enjoy, be part, and still be loved people around you. Rather than I was like, oh no, they're coming again, and they're gonna make us, and then the rest of the people actually will feel like they're watching you. So, because they're so healthy, they're eating like the green beans and this, and you're eating the stuffing, and then that's what you will be feeling. Don't look at me. So the Mr. and Mrs. Healthy, they could be still very good guests. Let me put it that way. They don't really intend to offend people. It's just the way they're living their life, right? So they already eat healthy majority of the time, and they indulge holiday food, and they eat in moderation. So I would say I am kind of Mr. and Mrs. Healthy, because I eat dessert, I eat ice cream, I drink, but I don't eat it all the time, and I try to balance it. So Mr. and Mrs. Healthy, guilt-free, healthy habits. So I really love Lincoln so much, not just because he's my husband and the love of my life and our founder and everything, but as a person, he's just so grounded, and he knows himself and what he stands for and his values, his integrity. Sometimes I get mad at him because like, well, you know, it would be like, I would be like the pleaser, you know. It's like, it just get a little bit. He goes like, no, I don't want to get a little bit, because if I do, my sugar is going to go up, my blood pressure is good. So he's really grounded and stuff. So I respect him for that. So what Mr. and Mrs. Mrs. Healthy is that don't feel bad because of who you are, right? So own your health, but eat the healthy, choose to eat the healthy stuff, and don't feel pressured by someone, because most of the time what happens is, oh, you know, I cook this, can you just try it? That happens to Lincoln a lot, and I would at least try it. Like they do dessert, and Lincoln goes like, I don't eat dessert. That's like, oh my god, the woman worked like 2 days that dessert, and just like this, just a little bit. So, no, I have to watch my, and I'm like, I will take it on his behalf. The pleaser comes in. So if you, right? Yes. So if you end up having guests like, Mr. and Mrs. Healthy, don't take it personal. Really, it was so hard for me to even like be the other side of that. But now I understand and I respect. And I said, okay, there's more for me. So I move on, right? And then the other tip for the Mr. and Mrs. Healthy is that, they don't eat much, and then just like, listen to your mom, okay? Then don't talk while your mouth is full. Just like wait until it's gonna slow down for what you eat, because sometimes in the holidays, unfortunately, we lack some healthy options because it's holidays. We're supposed to eat what we want to eat, right? And then there's really not much options for this Mr. or Mrs. Healthy to have. So they finish it and stuff. And then especially if they've got some anxiety, social thickness. So I said, just, eat it slowly. Don't talk when you eat. Take your time and then eat. So that would be my tip for the Mr. and Mrs. Healthy. So so which one do you guys think that it is you? Did you guys associate with any of them? Or someone that you know? Think about like, who do you know that you can associate? You need to unmute.
Mostly I miss a stretchy pants, but like I said, I'm taking a lot of those away with me.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful. So how about you, Ashley?
Oh yeah, stretchy pants all the way.
That is my that's my number one, number one stretchy pants.
That's why it's number one, because it's a popular one. But there was the really good tip was the social anxiety one for don't stress eat. And that is something I find myself doing, and now I can like pattern interrupt that and realize like I'm doing that. Like I don't want to talk to someone new, so I'll go get like another plate with a little bit of food on it. And that was a really good tip. If I can identify and say, oh, you're just stress eating because you're anxious to be around all these people.
Yeah.
Don't.
That is very true. And like I said, like you guys know me, I do things differently. So I don't do like everybody goes turkey. Oh, drink some water before you go. Everybody knows that I don't do things that is normal. So I like to get into your souls and then really truly provide a valuable, practical things that you can apply, Cool.
My biggest problem is I eat, we get there and it's socialization time before dinner, but I'm hungry and it smells so good now. And so I end up eating, gobbling the appetizers, and I'm half full before I sit down to dinner.
Linda, that is so true. And I am one of you. I am you, because we go there because we know we are going to eat a little more than usual. So we go to places, that's true. There's appetizers and stuff, but like we usually we want to eat. And then you're right. You eat all those appetizers and the time comes in that it's less. Yeah. Maybe one of the things for that is I usually do Lincoln because the food is so important to him. I usually make him like a little eat before we go, because I know it's going to be another hour and a half after we eat. So I was like, go eat something, so that he's not that cranky. So at least like you can have little appetizer. You're not that hungry when you arrive, you're just like, you've got another hour to eat. Yeah.
It's just that, I feel like I've been saving up my calories all day for this.
Yes.
And
yes.
So I'm ravenous when I get there. So
that is very true.
It would undoubtedly be better to have some little meals before I got there.
Right. So I would just say about 3 hours before, eat something. So at least it will carry your blood pressure will not drop, and you won't be getting into the appetizers right away. So that would help. Eat something, because if you don't eat what time normally they do at 2:00 or so, right? The Thanksgiving things usually that people do, but then they don't eat all day long, but have a breakfast and then maybe eat something around 11, something light, that carries you. But this is a family time too. Like, let's remember, it's food, but it is for your soul too. So to connect with the loved ones, and to have some meaningful conversations, have some gratitude. Right now, I am very, very grateful that you are here with me on this, I want to call webinar, but like my little little help for you to go through your holiday. And I'm grateful for whoever is watching right now. So just send us a message, make comments and stuff. So we are also in the Facebook and Instagram and stuff. So go ahead and then like and follow. We put a lot of tips, a lot of information that would help you or inspire you. And the last one I want to remind you is that our challenge is coming up 2022. And Ashley, you guys are going to be one of the sponsors again as per our corporate plan. So, and then we are signing up the companies, and then their employees will participate the challenge for free. This is an 8-week challenge, and we have got a page already dedicated for this one. Is wallacefitness.com/challenge. You can go sign up as an individual or as your company, so your employees would also take advantage of this. So we have got great results. This is the winners from the last year. So the number 1, number 2, and number 3 right here. So top 3 contendants. So yeah, just go ahead and then share that as well. And it's going to start in January. We are capping the registration to a certain number of people because we are so busy. We want to make sure we provide the world-class service to each participant. So if you're interested in, go ahead and then sign up to reserve your spot. And I would love your comments and anything that you captured to share with your audience, with your friends. And I wish you all happy and happy holidays.